What's up, everybody? Let me turn some of this stuff down here. Um, Hi. Yeah, so I know what everybody's thinking, right? Like, God, dog, this is like the what 15th update video he's done, right? Um, and it's not even an update in the general sense. It's kind of one of those things like, um, where have I been? Right? We started off 2025 really hot. Um, we started off 25 with 2 videos a week. Every week, we did get a little bit squirrely there towards the middle of it. Casual got a little busy. I myself had videos ready, but they weren't necessarily. I mean, I did have to edit some of them, but I just didn't necessarily have the time to do so, like, on hand. It's also how you know I'm in bad shape. Drinking water. I hate water. Anyway, so I wanted to get back into content creation because A, I miss it. B, it gives me an outlet, even to the point where I know I don't really get a lot of views, and that's really not the point. If I just make one person's day better, that would be that's cool for me. And for a while there, that one person or those persons that I needed to make feel better were my family. So I already kind of know what I'm gonna probably title this one. So I kind of want to go into a little bit about the channel itself, right? So this channel started off, I've said this several times before, but this channel started off as a VOD channel. I've always wanted to be into content creation. I would say and I've said this 1,000 times before too, I would say my main, what's the word? My main, inspiration for content creation is Shady Penguin. Just how he does his content creation and how he does Pokemon and things of that such. Things of that manner and such. It's just always been how I wanted to do things. Now, granted, when I started watching Shady, it was 11 years ago, 2014 for sure. And, that definitely is a different time in YouTube. Let's Plays were king. Long form content was king. And it's slowly taking, a step towards that again, albeit minor and probably already fairly established content creators want to do that and can do that. The rest of us are out here fighting for scraps, and that's fine. It's exactly what, it's supposed to be. So the reason it was supposed to be a VOD channel is because I was very ignorant and still am very ignorant to a lot of stuff to do with content creation. I haven't mastered the art or what have you of editing. I still haven't mastered the art of speaking on camera, even though I feel like I'm a lot better than I used to be. And the reason I kind of stepped away from streaming is I hate talking to myself. And obviously, when you're not garnering that much of a following, it could feel like that a lot. I don't feel like I'm good at it. Contrary to popular belief, I really don't like hearing myself talk. So when I made the switch to recording, it was basically for time constraints. I didn't have to put as much bulk time at once into sitting in front of a computer playing a video game or doing what I was doing on stream. With recording, I could break it up. I didn't have to do it all at once, right? Multiple times a week. So I could sit and plan out time to bulk record, and then I could take time later to bulk edit, and then I could take time like to research what I was doing. And it was taking this and expanding it, right? So that's why I made the switch to this, and then it was obviously to do Harry Potter. Now, you know, everything being what it is, Harry Potter kind of went way to the wayside, you know, because Hogwarts Legacy ended up not being, it was great. I finally finished it, but it ended up not being something that my computer could handle, streaming or otherwise, recording, however you want to go about it. So anyway, you know, I made the transition, and I love it. I really do. And I know I've taken major hiatuses, like ridiculous hiatuses, because life just gets in the way, man. You know? So where I've been at is really just I at the start of the year I turned Facebook and Instagram off. I kept TikTok because it had my gaming stuff, and it was just kind of like, you know, doom scrolling type stuff. Not to the point where I was in like on Facebook. Facebook was taking over like a part of my brain I needed. So I just got off all those socials. I stayed on TikTok, and I'm mildly on X just to keep up with like what Shams is talking about in the NBA, and keeping up with Shady and his project that I want to talk about later. So Borderline, you know, I want to come back. I'm coming back. How am I coming back? This guy. Boom. Legend ZA. I don't have a Switch 2. I mean, actually, I guess the going rate is people aren't getting Switch 2s now. I don't know. I guess there's a boycott out on it. I didn't really deep dive into that too hard. Anywho, but I have ZA. I do want to play ZA. I also want to play Time Stranger or the Digimon game. It's the Digimon story game. It is the predecessor to Cyber Sleuth. I only have one video on here about Cyber Sleuth, but I love that turn-based and that whole mechanic. And Cyber Sleuth 1 and Hacker's Memory, you should have got way more love than you did. I'm so sorry, but you walked so Time whatever can run. I think it's Time Stranger. Anyway, I know they're Time Agents, and I played the demo, and it's fire. So anyway, now, that being said, I need to know. I'm already kind of deciding in my head. I'm already prepared to make the decision myself, because I don't expect, especially after 5 months, I don't expect a lot of interaction. I never do anymore. And that's fine. If you all are lurkers, or you just kind of like pop on my videos just to give me the view and dip out, I appreciate you guys too. It's cool. I like it, right? But if you've stuck around, I need to know what avenue. I'll put a community post out too, I guess, just to see if anybody hits. But Legend ZA. First off, I'm a Gen 6 guy. You all know this. My content is going one of two ways. Okay? So I want to preface this a little bit. I was going to make TikToks about it and just decided not to. And I didn't even really know how to even talk about it. So I don't know what side of the political spectrum anybody who watches this lives on, and it's irrelevant. Mad irrelevant. As a Christian, as a reconverted, I rededicated last year, and I've never felt better. Have there been drop-offs and you know, and some slip-ups? Sure. That happens in every Christian's life. I don't care if you're a 15-year vet or 15-minute. That just happens. And I'm going to talk about that more. I'm going to profess my faith more. There's probably going to be Bible verses on my layouts, like at least my Bible verse, like my favorite. And I'm not ashamed in that, and I'm not going to be anymore. I don't give in to what people think about me. I don't give in to peer pressure. None of that stuff hasn't affected me in over a decade. Two, really, like since I was 14. You know, I got peer pressured one time and I felt horrible about it, and I said never again. So yeah, none of that. But the death of Charlie Kirk as a Christian shook me. As a human being shook me. His assassination. I don't care about the political aspects of it. I don't get into politics anywhere near as hard as I used to, because it is all the same side, same coin, different side. I don't care. The harder I delved into it, the more I just wanted to go crazy. But as a Christian, the public assassination of a very godly man, regardless of what you think, regardless of what you think he meant by words that he said, you know, in context, it definitely is more than it appears. That would shake anybody to its core. So obviously I was one of them. So I don't know if the King Omega survives 2025. Not saying I'm quitting content creation. I'm just saying that I don't know if I stick it out with this channel. I've put a lot of work into it. I've put blood, sweat, and tears into it. Not really tears, but I've put a lot of me into this channel. A lot of it. And if I do continue with it, the content is going to shift heavily. It's still going to be video games, but it's going to be stuff that I want to do. It's going to be stuff that I'm passionate about and I stand behind and I feel good about putting out. I'm not going to let the stress of views and let the stress of trying to make it in this spectrum or this platform get to me. I'm going to have fun doing it, and I'm going to do what I want to do. Or I will start another channel and put all of me behind that new channel. I already technically did once, and it was an ambitious project that I thought I would really be able to handle, and I could not. So I'm still dealing with name, logo, content. I'm going to continue doing Pokemon. Pokemon is still going to be a thing. I love Pokemon, especially I'm getting back into VGC. I'm currently building teams right now. When Pokemon Champions comes out, it's going to be hard and heavy on whatever channel I'm doing. My wife has come to me saying that she might want to dabble into this, like a joint thing with me and her together. And obviously, I don't know if it had anything to do with gaming, but it would be fun to do stuff with her. And then I have another project that I'm hoping to maybe start next year as well, just depending on where I decide to go with this. I didn't want to ramble. I didn't want this to be 35 minutes long. So past, you know how it started. Present, I've been dealing with me, man. I've been dealing with up here. I battle, and it's super hard for me to admit. It's super hard for me to actually say out loud. I battle with, I'll say functional depression, right? I've never been, I'm trying not to even say the word. I've never been the type to have those thoughts, right? Of no longer being here. Never. Even in my worst moments, I never had any ambition or dream to, or not ambition or dream, but I've never had any type of thought to want to do that. But I do get down. I get real down on myself. I'm a huge words guy, so words have their effect on me more so than anything else does. Um, to an extent, like I said, I don't do peer pressure and all that stuff, and I don't care what people think about me. But when it's somebody that is very close to me that I have a lot of love, admiration, or whatever, right? Words can cut me like butter, right? So I want to attack that as well. I want to open up that avenue on my channel for mental health as well, and Christianity, and growing together as people, society. So with ZA, and this is the last thing. So with Legend ZA, I'm going to record the first video. I'm going to record the first episode and put it out here a couple days after I put this out. Probably starting next week sometime. Actually, no. It's probably going to be sometime at the end of this week. Or maybe tomorrow. This will go out today, the day I'm recording it. Tomorrow, ZA may come out. I don't know. But if this is the end of the King Omega, I want to go out how King Omega started. King Omega started on Twitch as a streamer. So I will do the first video, the actual video. And then if I get feedback, if I get the feedback to keep it in a video format, I'll keep it video format. But if I don't, I will 1000% be streaming it. Just to kind of get it out of the way. Maybe once for sure, maybe twice a week I'll stream. I'm not going to put a whole lot of time into it, because I'm either going to put so much time into bettering this channel or pivoting this channel's content to what I want it to be, or putting so much effort into what the new channel is going to be. And I'm not even sure what I'm going to do. I'm definitely going to bring in my council of people. I'm going to bring in EOM Reacts, JL. I'm going to bring in Mage Masher, who's already helped me out so much. I talked to him back in March about what to do and how to really help me. I'm going to bring in, Cadillac Dill and Josh. I bring in my wife, what she thinks, and just the few content creator friends I have. I'm definitely going to bring them in. But anyway, this was a way longer video than I wanted to do, but I do appreciate anybody that's kind of stopped and watched. If you have any feedback for me, please let me know. But the next video you see will be ZA. All other series and everything else I was doing before, all that's null and void. I think I actually put one video out of Luminescent Platinum, and I love that game. I want to play it, I really do. But I need to do stuff for me, and I need to do stuff that I can put my name on and be proud. But anyway, God bless you all. Thank you so much. Hope you all have a fantastic day. And I'll see you in the next video. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I'll see you in the next one.